Good morning, YouTube. So I'm just got up this morning, and I have visions, and I often paint from them, like visions and dreams. And I saw this person kind of pull away, like this kind of colouring, pull away from something underneath me. I know this is a really dark film, yeah, but this person kind of made a motion to the right, like they were pulling away, and I heard the name, like it's not. It sounds like kind of Dorothy, but it sounds more phonetic like Do-ity. So, but I was just painting around. This is a watercolor I decided to do. So I just grabbed let me get it, a pot of paintbrushes. I haven't got the lights on properly. Literally, this is early morning getting up. And I decided I was going to use this colour palette to paint. You can see my heat cream in the back because I sleep on the floor. But as I was just dunking my brush and doing some scape in the background, because I cannot really define the background in my dream, in the vision, which is not a dream. Sometimes I'm waking and I close my eyes and boom, I get like a short film kind of thing. But the importance is that it's not, it looks like you're just like not really doing much, but there can be it's like a sentence, it's almost like writing. And if you follow a kind of internal dictation or direction of where to make your emphasis. So for instance, I was just painting here and it's a purplish, but instead of being guided to paint over it and blend it, I just couldn't do anything more with it, like just there. And then you see that may just give a line of depth to what you're doing. So it's almost inconceivable and uncommunicative, but yet there's a kind of direction to painting. It's almost like you can't explain why you wouldn't paint one area, yet you would emphasize another. I like doing like kind of really faded, I don't know if you call it like geometric. So there you could see a kind of definition has been made in a shape, but yet it's blurred with the. It's just blurred with the where I've left the blue to just be a blur or a smudge, and it's what I'm trying to say. It's like communication in the brain, kind of. It is like you can see my language is quite deliberate as I'm trying to think through it, but it's like it's a direction, a dictation, a brain dictation, isn't it? A brain function and communication, whereby you pull in more action one place than the other, which is really nice. But this is what I saw this morning. I have to do more with her. Let's change brushes. I'll try and define her face a bit more and her colouring. Really beautiful. It's not quite golden, but like a copper skin. And whether you say South America or West Indies or Central America, there's a skin tone of people there. Like my father's one of them. My late father has a very reddish tone to his complexion, and from an artistic point of view, I tend to look for tones underneath the skin. So you may see someone with a brown skin, tone, but underneath their skin tone is a lot of gold, shades of yellow and gold. I mean, yellow and gold as in almost one shade, and yet you look at someone of the same complexion and underneath that tone is rougey red and burgundies, and so I tend to view people that way. And excuse me, I tended to be a person as a child who stared a lot. I was always like attacked or pointed out as someone. I just would just sit and stare. Of course, at that time I didn't know I was an artist that I of the ilk kind of that I am today. I don't mean like elk in anything else, but also I didn't even realise why I was so observant in a sense, in a way, but specifically people, I was just, I suppose you could say, I don't want to really say obsessed, it's not specifically a pretty word, but because it's not something that I take breaks from it for long periods. It's a very intermittent thing for me, but I certainly paid great attention to people's movements, and like you could hear, as I said, like the skin tone. It's fascinating to me to this day, and portraiture is very fascinating to me in a sense. I generally don't have a subject. Like I said, I mostly work off memory or visions. It's often visions that come to me. I've got another vision to paint, so I don't want to stay too long on this. But I can't explain why I find it so intensive as a subject. People's tone of skin. Like I think the last book I did, I just had this thing about getting fairer skin, mixing colour for the fairer skin. I just was so enamoured with that in my last book of art, and over the years I just have not spent enough time with portraiture. I feel like I've spent excessive screen time. That is, even though I'm there scrolling and like all that, but it's more time than not will come to be part of my art. So there are times, like I said, it's really a kind of direction or dictation for what I need, and I've got a lot of works to complete. This year has been incredibly slow, but often I'm drawn, or I feel pulled to something, or even someone, or a person's art themselves, or performance, or just all types of different things that people do. And I can be quite solitary. Like I've just coming through a very, very solitary years of solitude actually, but again, which serves my art. So I just thought I would do a quick film today and share this. I've been doing little shorts about things around the house that need recent experiences that I have. I haven't done one on my art recently. Got loads of work to do, which I'm really grateful for. But anyway, this is Doty. She'll be, if you go on my website, I've got my art and my art. It's more like centre there. So all my really strange things that I do, like visions and stuff like that, you will find it there. And oftentimes I'll put little captions, or try and put text underneath to explain what it's about. As per usual, I found myself in this kind of way of art, which is kind of different to what I imagined in my head. I do love more crafty stuff and all those cute little kitsch things people do, but that's not my line of work. But yeah, anyway, hope you enjoy. Take care, people. Bye.